Okay, thank you once again. We just want to talk about this project that's, starting to make waves within new markets. Just want to start with this quick disclaimer. Folks, we're going to share some critical information that concerns cryptocurrency, right? And so because of that, we understand the volatility that's involved. So always make sure you do your research. We're also going to share information passed on, official information from this project itself, along with fact checkable and verifiable details as well. Okay. The other thing is, nothing I'm here gonna say here is considered financial advice. In fact, I've been in this space for the last 6 years and I've put my hands and feet in a lot of different things. So I'm just going to share what I feel confident about as far as my experience. But this is definitely one of the ones you don't want to miss out. JBank is a decentralized on-chain banking protocol. Okay. So many of us know about staking, right? We know about decentralized finance. We know about on-chain banking. Now we have an opportunity to have all of this in one place. And like you heard from the CEO of JUOne, who's behind this project, they have an entire ecosystem, right? They've built an ecosystem over the last few years. They started off with their centralized exchange, which started in 2013. Folks, when was the last time you went into an opportunity and the team behind it already have built trust in the market for more than a decade, right? This is where we are at today. So Ju.com creates their blockchain May 1st, 2025. So we know some exchanges have their own blockchain, right? So for example, we know Coinbase has the base blockchain. Coinbase came out many years ago and their blockchain is only about 2 to 3 years old, right? About 3 years old, I believe. Yeah. And then we have BNB, right? Binance, the exchange, the global exchange, been around. Well, this exchange, Ju.com, actually has been around much longer than Binance. They have built more trust in the ecosystem than Binance, but they were mainly focused on the Asian market. They got a new CEO in 2025 and everything changed. She says, no, we have to expand. We have to go global. And so you start to see many movements with them going to Token 2049, with her being on stage and the video we saw explaining all the new updates they put on their exchange, the fact that they launched their own blockchain, and now today we are here as of 20th November 2025. JBank.Pro was upgraded and launched. So they tested it out within the Asian market for about 3 or 4 months to make sure that this model that they're bringing out would be feasible. They realized that they have all their dots and T's crossed, and so they said, okay, now let's upgrade this smart contract, let's put it out, and let's launch it, and let's begin to go global. So we are only hearing about this in April. It's only about 4 to 5 months. I think we're very early. This project so far has about 100,000 wallets in the ecosystem. But when you want to talk about the exchange, now that's the bigger picture. So let's go quickly online. We're going to just type Ju.com and we're going to take a look at this exchange, right? So this is the parent company behind the staking protocol we're going to look at today, right? Over 15 plus global investors using this exchange, already $35.7 billion in trading volume just the last 24 hours. Okay. Now, these numbers are high and they are consistent with very solid exchanges. Binance, sometimes that's 100 billion, 20 billion, 50 billion, right? These are the daily volume trades that go on, both futures and spot trading, right? As well as people connecting with bots and all these different things, right? So they have all of this and they are generating a lot of profits. Now, the only thing they're missing out is Web3 adoption. They launched their blockchain, they launched their wallet, they launched their payment gateway, they have their labs, which is like a launch pad where they have funded and helped develop projects. Some, for example, JBank, right? They have so much within their ecosystem outside of the exchange, and so they need adoption. So now here comes JBank, right? You create a blockchain, You have all these different dApps, right? They have all these swap liquidity mixers, meme coin launching platforms, DeFi protocols, IDs, air grabbed cold wallet, just they anything you would find on any blockchain that's been growing over the last few years, they already have put it here on this very new blockchain, right? So they're looking for users to come into their ecosystem. JBank happens to be one of the hottest trending projects, right? Over 100,000 wallets have joined. Okay, so we talked about the Jew blockchain, right? Which launched in May. We talked about their wallet. They have their own Web3 wallet. So if you're used to, Trust Wallet, Token Pocket, MetaMask, SafePal, you have another option. It's the Jew.com wallet. But even much better, it's a three-in-one app. It has your exchange in the as the first layer, so you have to switch between. So at the very top of the app, you'd see a button there which either says exchange with an arrow, and you click it and you go to Web3, or you go to their payment processor, just like Google Pay, Apple Pay. They have one called JPay, all in one app. Very credible company, right? We all know how hard it is just to even be in the Apple Store. So now the next thing here we see is that this JBank was created, right? And let's listen to the company's vision behind why they created JBank. As trust in traditional finance declines, DeFi is emerging as a new financial paradigm in this ecosystem, JU. Now, what is JU? JU is their token of the blockchain. So Ethereum is a blockchain, its token is ETH. Bitcoin is a blockchain, its token is BTC. Solana is a blockchain, its token is Sol. Ju chain is a blockchain, its token is Ju. Okay, as you can see, Ju had an all-time high around $23, $24. It's down and it's coming back up, folks. Imagine from just 20 cents. If you had gotten and bought this token February, you would have over 10 times in return. 10 times in just the last couple of months. This is continuing its growth. That's how coins are. They go up, they come down, and then they start to go up again. This is a good time to be a part of anything, right? So this is their gas fee token. This is used for the gas fee, just like on BNB. You can have USDT staking programs, but you need to pay BNB for gas fee. So that's due, okay? It functions as a sovereign digital asset while JBank, hear it is out, serves as the liquidity core, acting as the central bank and clearing system of the entire Jew world. Folks, this is why JBank is going to be the biggest play in this ecosystem. Okay? They also introducing the Jew payment card. And we'll look at that already. It's available if you're looking for a crypto card that has bank wire IBAN features, Swift code, receive international wires, send international wires, then you're here for a treat. The JUP sits at the top. This is the token that we are staking. So everyone has to come through their smart contract to buy the token. You cannot get it on any exchange. Okay, let's look at the token right here on Aave. We can track it. Folks, as you can see, this token also had an all-time high of about $12. You saw a lot of liquidity drainage. And remember, when we got started, folks, I was telling folks we were at $8 and change. And I was telling people, look, when you see the chart start to move, especially on a staking protocol like this, you want to get in. Many people are already 30%, 20% up in return just from holding this token. Now we're going to show you how you can continuously earn rewards in this token. All right, so this token is on chain. This is not to be confused with the Jupiter token on Solana. This token runs on the JuChain blockchain That's the contract address. You can also get info on Aave.ai about it. Currently at $9.56. So we know JUP is the token of staking, just like we have cake on Binance Smart Chain. Many of you know Pancake Swap, the biggest liquidity exchange DEX on the Binance Smart Chain. They have their own token, which is used for staking, where people earn rewards, which is different from BNB. So BNB for gas, cake for staking, same here in this ecosystem. JU for gas and JUP for staking. Now, what is this staking model? Is it just, all on these ROI deals where it doesn't have any successful proven model behind it and it's just going to crash tomorrow night? No, they are using the Olympus DAO model, right? For those of you that know about this model, Olympus DAO is a staking protocol that's been in the industry for over 6 to 7 years already. People have been minting tokens every day for the last 7 years. Many of us have been chasing the shiny objects in this space, and we ignored that on-chain staking with a credible built system is where you want to be, right? And I believe many of you, just like myself, we've been there. We've trusted companies that came and made all these promises but had no backing, no background to show, no credibility built over the years, no trust. They just came out of the window and said, hey, we're going to do all of these things. Trust us. Folks, here we have a different business model. We are working with an exchange that's been in the industry 13 years now, already makes millions in fees per day. They already earn, if not hundreds of thousands, millions in fees per day. Because think about just even 0.5% in fees on all of this trading volume per day, right? So we are not dealing with a project that's here to, take users' funds and build something in the future. We came in, they built the blockchain already. They need adoption. So that's why we're here. So as you begin to use this staking protocol, they will reward you. They already using a model that's proven, that has shown sustainability over the years. And so they adopted the same thing. Why reinvent the wheel when it already works? So you decide to be a part of JBank today, you can earn up to 2,500% in returns, rewards, in tokens. We get paid every 8 hours, and your profits can automatically compound. So you don't have to manually compound everything, it's automated. Okay. Now, in order to get started, you would first need to have USDT on the Ju blockchain. And how you would do that is you would either bridge your tokens. If you have them on the Binance Smart Chain, you will bridge your USDT from Binance Smart Chain to JuChain using their bridge. Now, folks, everything can be found on the JBank page. Okay, so this is what the page looks like once you get your link from your sponsor. The first thing it will take you to would be the section where you should bind. So you're going to see your sponsor's ID here. And then you're gonna have yours once you bind to them. You need the gas fee in order to bind. Just connect with your sponsor. As they send you the link, they'll send you some gas fees. If not, you can just come sign up for the exchange and buy the gas fee token. Okay, you can swap whatever token you have, you send it over to the exchange, go to spot, and then convert it to their JU token. You can also put your USDT here, and once you send it out into your wallet, your MetaMask token pocket or your JuCom wallet, you would choose the JuChain network. So now you have your USDT in your wallet, you have the gas fee token, you go ahead and swap, right? You swap your USDT to JUP, and you go ahead and you stake. So, right, the staking is where you have three different options, 365, 180 days, or flexible. So let's go into it, right? So now how this works is you have three risk parameters, right? So someone can say, look, I, I have a lot of capital. but I want to take the least risks. I want to know that if I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel comfortable, I can just go in and pull out my principal any day I want. You want to choose flexible, no lock. Now here you will earn 0.3% a day. How this works is that you earn 0.1% every 8 hours. So you can either withdraw that zero point 0.1 every 8 hours, or you just wait for the end of the day and collect your profits of 0.3%. Now, should you leave it throughout the entire 30 days without a single withdrawal, you'd realize that that profit grows to 9.41%. And if you let compounding continue without making a withdrawal, you realize that you're at 71% in 6 months. So by the end of the year, you have already earned twice your principal, right? But if you choose to withdraw every day, right, then you would only earn 9% per month, right? 9% per month. And in 6 months, you only have 54%. This is only when you allow compounding to take place. And once again, any day you want to take your profits out, you can pull out either 9.41% monthly if you want to, or you wait for 6 months and pull out the whole 71%, or just wait for the year and take twice what you put in, including your principal. Okay, profits are paid separately from the principal, so it's not sitting in one wallet that is all being locked or whatever, right? Profits are separate, principal is separate. You can pull any of them out anytime you want with the flexible. Now, the next option is 180-day staking. Here, your principal is locked in a contract for 180 days. It would automatically unlock for you to collect your principal after 180 days. Here you earn 0.2% every 8 hours. So you're earning 0.6% a day. Now, 0.6% a day in 30 days should give you 18%. That's if you're withdrawing every day. Okay. But if you choose not to withdraw every day and you want to wait and you withdraw monthly, well, guess what? You earn 19.7% per month. Now, if you say, you know what, I'd rather just, wait out the entire 6 months to see what I would have accumulated in 6 months, you would have doubled your principal. Whereas if you withdrew every day, right, and if you withdrew every day, made withdrawals every day at 0.6%, 0.6% in 6 months is only 100%. So yes, you will double your funds, but here you have twice more just by letting it compound. So just want to show you guys that, right? Now, within a year, if you just let this all continue to grow, you would have already earned 8 times your principal. Let's put this into perspective. You put in 10K worth of crypto, right? You stake it. Now you can choose to, for example, and within a month, you say, okay, I just want to wait till the end of the month and withdraw. Well, you would have $1,970 in profit. You wait 6 months, you would have 19,415. If you waited the end to the end of the year, then you would have $79,157 worth of tokens. So the power of compounding is massive here. And you have the option to have more than one wallet or more than one staking contract within your one account in your one wallet. So you can opt to leave, maybe you put some here, you say, okay, I just want this one to ride it out to the year. Then I want this amount where I withdraw daily. And I probably want this amount where I withdraw monthly. Folks, you can diversify your portfolio in here. Okay. Now, the next you have is the 365-day contract. Now here, your principal is locked for 365. Here, you earn the most. So 90 something percent of our community is all in 365. You earn 0.3% every 8 hours. which is 0.9% a day. Folks, that's huge, right? So the same thing, you have 10K here, right? It means that you're earning about $90 a day worth of tokens. If you let it sit the whole month, then you would have got $3,094 in terms of rewards that you've collected in a month. Okay, so at that point, you can withdraw daily if you want, $90 a day, or you can just wait every month, withdraw 3,094 a month. But what about 6 months? What happens? Just 6 months, folks. 6 months, you would have 40,400 worth of tokens. As you can see, it begins to grow faster when you compound. Within a year, and this is why a lot of people are starting to get attracted to this project. Within a year, that same 10K will now be worth $250,000 worth of tokens. Right? So now you're like, wait, but it's a token, it's not USDT. So it's possible the coin is gonna go up, come down. Folks, look at your returns. You're earning the highest you can get in almost any staking project out today this year in crypto. No one is beating this, right? Now, when you understand the game and when it comes to cryptocurrency, you realize that people that watch price never do well as compared to the people who never look at the price. What do I mean by that? There are certain people who have figured out a way to continuously accumulate more tokens. So whenever they have any principle that they risk in the market, they never focus on the price. Their goal is how much more can I collect, regardless of the price. I'll give you an example. Someone mining Bitcoin, right, with their Bitcoin mining machines, and they produce 1 Bitcoin a year. If they are living off the rewards from the mining, you think they're going to look at the price? If Bitcoin is 50,000, they will sell it and still pay their bills. If it's 100,000, they will sell it. But guess what? Every year they are selling tokens. Meanwhile, the person looking at the price with whatever they purchased, just waiting for it to go up, is stuck waiting. It goes up, they sell, they have no Bitcoin. The one that's accumulating, though, doesn't watch the price. So let's go into this, right? So you accumulate. Let's say you left it for a year. You took that risk because what any coin could, they say coins could go to zero, right? So that's the risk. But let's look at this. It goes down 50%. This is a huge number, right? It goes down, let's say it goes down 50%. Your 250,000 is now at $125,000. Remember what you started with, $10,000. Folks, I want you to put a one in the chat if you are still in profit. Put a one in the chat if you are still in profit. Right? Because yes, you want to look at the price. The price can be scary, but put a one in the chat if you can see the numbers. You're still in profit, and you're in profit massively, probably more than any other project can provide you this year. It goes down another 50%. But no, Kojo, that's not gonna happen. Yes, let's just be the worst pessimist ever in the industry, right? Because a lot of people have been hurt and burnt so much that all they think about is the negativity. So let's get out the way, okay? Now you lost 50% worth of your tokens and is at 125. And then all of a sudden it went down 50% again. Let's do the math, right? You divide that 125 by 2, and guess what? We have 62,500. Folks, I want you to do me a solid. If 62,500 from $10,000 invested in 1 year is still a good deal, drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat. Already, this token has lost almost every gas in it. It's gone down 50%, then it went down another 50%. So that is the power of asset accumulation. And if you are accumulating tokens at a faster rate, then the price isn't really a factor. Okay, so now let's come to withdrawals. Now you want to withdraw. You say, okay, I've got my profits. As you can see, staking profits go to a separate wallet called My Staking Profit, right? Here you can see that this individual earned about 190 tokens, which is about 2,000, 2,000 whatever dollars worth of tokens. And now they want to withdraw. There's only two options, the 20-day or the 180-day. So I'm guessing now you're asking, wait, are you saying I don't get my tokens for 20 days? No, that's not the case. We'll look at how this distribution works. You'll get the minute you withdraw, you will start to get your tokens. In this case, this guy has $2,000. The minute he press withdraw claim, he'll start to get some of the 2,000. And then within 20 days, he would have received the entire $2,000 worth of tokens. Okay. So this is how it works. The faster withdrawal time takes a 25% fee. Now, folks, this is part of the mechanism that has kept the other project, the Olympus DAO model, running for 6, 7 years. This is the things you need inside of the smart contract that replenishes the liquidity. So this is what they do. When they take that 25% fee, half of it is destroyed, meaning that they remove those tokens from circulation, which reduces the supply, stabilizes the price if it's going down, or grows it if it's going up. And that's what we've been seeing since $8 on the token JUP when we got in. The other 50% goes back into the ecosystem to ensure that it is liquid for the next person to collect more tokens. Okay, so I definitely urge everyone to participate in the fees because this is how we all win. First, you get your tokens faster, and then the ecosystem benefits, right? And then you also have the option for 180 days, no fees. So now let's break it down. How does this work, right? You put in $10,000 worth of tokens, you earn 30% that month, $3,000, and you say, look, I want to withdraw. It's my money, right? So now they take their 25% withdrawal fee, which is fine. You say, okay, now I have $2,250 worth of JUP. I want my money now. How does it work? This is how it works. Day one, you're going to divide your profit into 20 parts. You can call it 20 slices. You can call it 20 pieces. They divide that whole amount into 20 different pieces, and they will give you one piece of it per day. One piece of it. So here in this example, this $2,250 divided by 20 days means that this individual will get $112 of his own money every day for 20 days, and they would have paid him everything. Now, you can sit back and look at this and you start to see a pattern here. This is what makes a project sustainable because if we are earning all these tokens and the price is going up, going down, price is going up, there has to be mechanisms that prevent it from just dumping and losing equity. And this is one of it. So when you have trickle down selling, replaced by trickle up buying, it holds a steady price because of course somebody somewhere is going to join for $100 while you're also exiting your $100. And so that way system stays liquid. This is what you want in a staking protocol. This is what JBank has to offer. Okay. So why should you join JBank, right? There's dozens of projects out there. In fact, as when the year starts, there's new projects flying left and right. And we all know how it goes year after year. Show me one opportunity that you've been in the last 3, 4 years, 2 years. They come and they just go. They say all the great stuff. They come and they go. But why should you give JBank that edge? Folks, this is built and backed by a trusted exchange. You're not dealing with new players. We're not dealing with new players that came out of the woodwork that have no track record to show, just a name that's all of a sudden all over the internet. They just jumped out of nowhere. CEO this came out of nowhere, company came out of nowhere. Folks, this is a 13-year now crypto exchange that has provided a strong foundation built on trust, transparency, and long-term stability. They are not here for a quick buck. This is their project because they need adoption on their blockchain. And you're willing to give rewards. And anyone can get started with as little as 5 JUP. Currently around less than $50, you can get started. So anyone globally around the world can start regardless of their financial situation, right? Here we earn every 8 hours. So if you want your profits every 8 hours, go ahead and take it. Their token is just not a pump and dump token. It's an entire banking payment token set up for this entire Jew ecosystem. So as you earn these rewards, I'm going to show you what's going on, right? This project is giving us access to a crypto bank card. Now imagine you had a bank where they told you that all you need to do is come deposit $3,000 in the bank and you're going to get a free crypto card. A crypto card that you can use. You can spend up to $20,000 a day. Well, per transaction. Per day, 500,000. Per month, $1 million. Can you imagine how many business owners, crypto enthusiasts, people with a lot of liquidity are looking for a card like this? You can top up with USDT on the Tron network, BP20, or the ERC20 network with only 1.5% in fees and $1 monthly service fee. All you do is you stake $3,000 worth of tokens in JBank and get access to this international Visa business card. Now, it's not just the crypto card. Let's look at the bank behind this, okay? The bank is called GAT Investment Bank. They are a global online investment bank with IBAN licenses, SWIFT licensing, just name it, compliant and regulated to the T. Audited regularly, safeguarded with leading banks. So you are able to get access to an actual bank account that you can also receive fiat, not just crypto, fiat. This is what shows you the length and breadth of this project. This is only the beginning. What do you think they're going to release 6 months from now if they've already started with this, right? So these are the reasons why we chose JBank. Okay, so folks, that's the end of the presentation as far as the project. Now, they do have an affiliate side. Personally, myself, I'm also sharing as an affiliate because I'm interested in helping a lot more people be in a better position, right? Because we all know all these other projects flying out left and right, they're gonna be gone either in 6 months, in 12 months, they're all gonna be gone unless they are built solidly by a solid team. So these are the things we're looking for. And we have the solid team here, right? So now you have an opportunity to create stable, consistent, and long-term income through the affiliate side. We earn 4 different ways. Everyone who's active earns from their directs, okay? We all earn 10% from the daily profits of our directs. Then you also have the opportunity to earn from profit sharing from your entire organization through unlimited levels. Not 10 levels, not 20 levels, not 50 levels, unlimited. So a year from now, when your team is going 20 levels, 30 levels deep, you're getting paid. 2 years from now, 50 levels deep, you're getting paid. 3 years from now, 4 years from now, all the unlimited levels will still pay you profit share. The rank bonuses, when you have someone at the same rank as you, you're not left out. You get 10% of what they earned. Also, when you have new volume added to your group every time you hit a rank, they give you additional profit share. Okay, so we'll look at all of it in a nutshell. So now they have a ranking system starts at V1, right? Now, here in this project, you can have just one direct and you can qualify up to 4 ranks. Okay, first rank, you only need $2,000 in volume. In fact, I believe 40% of the people that joined is already at V1. Think about it. V2, you need $10,000 in volume. Folks, these are very doable numbers, okay? As a V1, you earn 10% of your entire team staking profit. So if the team has only $2,000 in, they earn, let's say, for example, $20 a day, 10%, you get $2 a day, okay? Also, your directs, you earn 10% on what your directs make every day. V2, you get 10,000 in volume, you're at 20%. So if this is earning, for example, $90 a day or $100 a day, you get $20 every day from this. V3s, you need to have 20,000 in volume and you are now up at 30% check match. So your entire team, whether they are 20,000, 50,000 in volume, whatever they earn every day, you get 30%. So if they earn $200 a day, you get 30%. If they earn $500 a day, you get 30%. So you can see how lucrative this can get, right? Now here is V4. V4, you need 60,000 in volume, and now you have 40% of the daily profit share. Okay. Now there's one condition. If you're, for example, you're a V4, right? Then you bring me on, bring, for example, Gideon on, and you bring, let's say you bring some other people on 3 to 5, right? Now, if we are at the same rank, you only get 10% of what I make. If I'm at a rank lower, you're gonna get the difference between my rank and your rank. So my entire team, what they earn, you still get a percentage based off the difference, right? So a V4 here and I'm a V3, you get 10% of what my entire team, including me, what we earn every day. Now you let's say you have Gideon here. If Gideon is a V2, you earned 40 minus 20. That would be the difference, 20% from his entire team, what they earn every day. Let's just say you had all these other folks who joined you, but they never shared the opportunity. They're just passive investors. They earn $1,000 a day. You get 40%, 400 every day from just this group alone because you get the full percentage, right? Now, the next benefit we get is that when you hit V3, so at that 20,000 in volume, and you wake up the next day, and let's say, for example, 4,000 in volume was added to your team, they give you an extra 5% of just that $4,000, what it earns every day. They call that new group sales staking. Why is this important? This ensures that leaders do not stay stagnant. Because if you get to V4, let's say you're earning whatever dollars a day and you get comfortable, this is an incentive for you to share because the more new volume gets added, anytime you hit a rank, any new volume that's added, they give you that new percentage check match on the new volume, the ROI from just that new volume every day, in addition to everything you're earning already, right? Now, V5. V5, you need two rank members, okay? You need one V4 and one V3. So in this example, in order to be V5, you need one V4 and one V3. Anyone else can just be no rank, right? It's not a binary, it's unilevel. You can have 50 directs, 1,000 directs, five directs, two directs, right? Two is all it takes to max the comp line anyway, right? So now you at V5, you have one V4, one V3, you qualify. You have $100,000 in volume. At this point, you had a 50% check match. Now look at the team that's wide. If they are unranked, folks, you get the whole 50%. Imagine you have people who put in large amounts and then you only probably started with three, four, $500. But they're making 1,000 a day. And so you get to earn 500 a day. This is almost as if you put in the 100,000, right? So this is the benefit of sharing, right? Everyone gets to win. The investor is already 25xing their staking, or they're doing four times the return, seven times the return. They are winning. You just benefit because you shared. Okay. So a V6 is when now you have 200,000 in volume, one V5, one V4. Now I want to clarify something. These rank members do not have to be direct to you. They can be on a level below, five levels below. Doesn't matter. As long as that person is on a different leg, you have two different legs, and people show up with ranks, you move beyond V4. Okay. V6, you add 200,000 in volume, you start to get 60% of the daily check match on the profits. Once again, the difference between the other ranks and whatever rank does not exist, you get the whole 60%. V7, 600,000 in volume. V8, 1 million in volume. V9, 2 million in volume. V10, 4 million in volume. And then V10 plus 10 million. There's one thing I also want to share. Remember, once you get to a certain point, even if no new members come in, just think about it, right? So for example, you at a million in volume, your team, you guys work together, you put in a million in volume. Do you know what happens 6 months down the line? If everyone was just compounding, it grows up 400%, your team volume. So at this point, you move from V8 to V9. You move from V9 to V10. Meanwhile, probably at this rank, no new members joined your team again. That's the power of this opportunity. Get your foot in, build your team, and just watch the compounding effect come from those that do not make these withdrawals and just compound. You're going to see how fast you grow. Your volume climbs every day, right? So that is the entire volume and rank system. Now, there is an extra benefit for the V10 Plus. All the dividends from the entire profits in the ecosystem, a percentage that is earned from the dividends is put aside and given to V10s. 1% of the global staking income is also shared with the V10s, right? So that's a lot of good benefits to continue to grow your community. Let's do some quick income projection and income claims, folks. Once again, I want to stress very hard on this. Nothing here is guaranteed unless you're willing to put in the work, right? So, if you're willing to duplicate, follow the system, share this opportunity, don't keep it to yourself, and have others keep sharing, you're going to see yourself earning over $300 a month in your V1 rank, or as a V2 over $500 a month. As a V3, over $2,000 a month. It begins to get good. As a V3, you're paying bills, massive bills every month. V4, you're at 5,000 a month. V5s, you're at 10,000 a month and it keeps going. V6, V7, and we can see that here you start to earn six-figure, seven-figure yearly checks. Multiple six figures, multiple seven figures is very possible. I looked at another project that launched with the Olympus DAO model about 2 years ago, and I spoke to one of the top leaders in there. He said, Kojo, when you find a model like this and it's from a credible um, community, he said, go all in. He said that's what he did when he saw Origin's LGNS 2 years ago. And he's currently earning close to $1 million a month. Folks, early in this protocol where no one knows about this. Literally, we are part of the early communities within the North America, the South America, the Caribbean, Africa, Europe. Majority of people do not know about this. So you're in a position to most likely get to these ranks just by being the one that shares to everyone first. So that's what I encourage everyone to do. Do not hold back. Do not say, yo, people don't have, don't make excuses for people. Send them the message, send them the invite, and they will show up. So now let's talk about withdrawals. So you've worked hard, you build a team, you earned your profits from withdrawals, I mean, from commissions. And where does it go? It goes into a commission wallet. Okay, so here you can see this individual has commissions, about 88 tokens, about $1,000 worth. And there's two options, 7 days or 60 days. So 7 days means that there's a 25% fee, right? Once again, 50% of this fee is burnt, reducing supply, increasing demand, stabilizing price, or growing the price. That's what it does. The other 50% goes back to the ecosystem to make it liquid. Okay, so in this 7 days, once again, what does that mean? It means that your commissions get paid faster than your staking profits. So those sharing are in a much faster position to receive the benefits of their effort, right? Now here in this example, you have $10,000 worth of JUP in commissions. I mean, 10,000 JUP. They take the fee. You have 7,500 JUP, right? You want to take it out. They split it into seven parts, seven pieces, seven slices, and it's released daily. So in this scenario, you get 1,071 tokens daily. In 7 days, you got everything. So this also prevents affiliates who are earning thousands a day from just dumping the price because every day when you make that withdrawal, you got to get a piece of it, not the whole thing, a piece of it for 7 days. Last but not the least, let's talk about a few things. When you swap, remember we are all swapping USDT to JUP. Once you earn your JUP, you can easily and freely swap it back to USDT. Folks, there's something I want to show you guys on CoinMarketCap. We are dealing with a company and an exchange that has built their own blockchain. But not only that, look at their liquidity reserves that they put online. This is their on-chain wallet. This is their on-chain wallet, the blockchain. You cannot hide on the blockchain, right? They have over $400 million in reserves. Reserves means if there's a rainy day, and we are losing and we're about to hit the rocks, we have something to salvage this company, this business, this project. So the entire ecosystem is backed by these reserves. USDT, as you can see, there's not funny coins, BTC, but it's all on their blockchain, right? As you can see, that's the logo, the blue, right? USDC, Ethereum, BNB, Solana. In the next few months, when the market goes up double, they would have about $1 billion in reserves. That's the kind of project you want to be in. On-chain verifiable reserves to let you feel comfortable. And I don't think that, and this is my opinion, right? I don't think JUOne.com is going to sit and watch this project not succeed. They're going to put some effort behind it. And we'll close with that last message from the CEO of the exchange, where she specifically addresses this JBank community, right? So when you earn, you can always swap your JUP back to USDT. There is a 5% swap fee. 3.5% goes back to the ecosystem, and then 1.5 is what goes for that partner sharing for the V10s and above, right? So that's also there. And that brings us, folks, to the end of this presentation. Once again, We're going to keep it very simple. Why should you join JBank? There's four good reasons. Number one, this is backed by a trusted exchange. It's been around 13 years. As we can see, they do billions a day. They're not starving, right? They also have their data on chain. They are sitting on reserves already, so they have a solid ecosystem. Their token that we are staking is currently performing well. As you can see, it's starting to grow. And so you're getting at that point where even just from holding this token, you earn the tokens and you wake up one day and it's up 20% extra. Now that's a good thing to have, right? So folks, I definitely urge you to get with the person that invited you. They will send you a link. Also, do not forget you have access to this crypto and fiat business card. This is a business bank card. It also works for crypto. So you're not just dealing with crypto, you're dealing with a bank, all partnered thanks to JBank and Ju.com, right? So get with the person that invited you. You need to stake at least $3,000. Once you do, click on apply. If you live within the Asian market, you get those ship you a physical card, folks. This is not a virtual card only project. They will ship you a physical card within the Asian market 1 week. Outside markets, Africa, US, wherever, it's going to take you about 3 weeks, maybe a month tops. It should be anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, but a month probably just in case there are delays, right? And you get your card in the mail. So thank you for coming on, folks. I do want to share that this project also has an audit. So for those of you that want to go see the audit, all you have to do is go on Certic and type JBank Pro. You see their audit, their code score is one of the highest. It's at 90%, so that's good. A lot of the different things are just because they're new and they're still building their ecosystem, as we can see. There's a lot more to come, so allow them to grow, folks. But what we have now is we have the opportunity to get involved early and not at the latter stage when many people are showing you receipts that you could have had yourself. Okay. So I want to say thank you for making it on here. I'm going to stop the recording at this point. Get with the person that invited you for the link. You're going to need some JU tokens. You can use any wallet, whether it's MetaMask, Token Pocket, SafePal, Trust Wallet, right? BitGet Wallet, but you can also use your own wallet, which is found in the App Store. If you go to the apps, the Google Play Store, some Google phones are not able to see it. Just go on the website. Go on the website and scroll down to downloads. That's it. Okay, scroll down to download and just download the app download. Okay. And then you can download either the APK file, go straight to the Play Store in Android or go to the iOS, okay? You download the app. Remember, it's 3 in 1. So you see the exchange. If you don't want to sign up for the exchange, you don't have to do it. Just switch over from exchange to Web3 wallet. And you can get involved in the decentralized protocol JBank. Get your link from your sponsor. Remember to have gas fees to get started, and we'll see you guys at the top. Thank you all for your time. We're going to take some questions right after this.